I was just driving on, regular roads, stop and go traffic, and I was sitting at a red light, plenty of room in front of myself, had the music up a little too loud, and all of a sudden I just got slammed into the back of. We actually chose a big chain. We were very familiar with it. We really thought we were in the best hands by going to a body shop like that.
When she went to get it picked up, there were obvious things that she could notice where something just was amiss.
As soon as I got in the car, I started to drive off and I heard like a terrible scraping noise. It's actually funny because my 4-year-old daughter was like, "Mom, what's that noise?" My father-in-law pulled into the neighborhood behind us and he said, "Hey, did you notice your brake lights aren't working?" That was the moment that really scared us. That was the moment that it kind of hit, hey, if they miss something like the brake lights, what else was missed?
She brought it back several times. It finally got to the point where they were completely dismissive of it.
"We want you off our books. We need you to go away. We did the job that you hired us to do, and that's it." That whole friendly, small town customer service, it was over. It was done.
The chain stores, they are a numbers-driven organization. From top to bottom, everybody within the organization, they get their pay structure and their bonuses based off of production.
My husband and I started kind of Googling and figuring out like, what is another option for us here? This car's not right. And that's kind of when we found this online community of people saying, go and get a post-accident inspection. When we came in and met with Clint, he was very straightforward, very honest. He was able to pull a little piece of trim off and show me work that should have been done. He made me feel so comfortable, kind of the first person who sat down and said, "Hey, listen, you got some real problems with the car."
And what we uncovered was shocking. There were several areas where there were no spot welds. It was only, they used a panel bonding adhesive. People use panel bond for one reason. It's a very quick, get it out the door approach. In areas that they did have welds, it was deficient from what the manufacturer recommended. Her children sit back there. When she brought the vehicle into me, I saw the car seats in the back seat. It's unconscionable to me that someone would repair a car in that manner, knowing that someone's life could be at stake.
I have a 4- and a 6-year-old daughter, and it is the most terrifying thing to think of putting your child in a car that had all of these structural problems. What's sad is the only way that I would ever know is if I got into another car accident.
What's of greatest concern to me is when the vehicle doesn't have visible flaws, and we have people riding around in vehicles that they assume because everything looks good on the outside that it's a safe repair, and I'll tell you that simply isn't always the case.
If this ever happens again, I would really want somebody like Triangle Collision who actually can explain what's going on with my car and I feel like I'm being taken care of. Somebody that actually, it feels like they care about you.
In an independent repair situation, we're relationship driven. Because the lifeblood of our business is the relationships we make with our customers. They're real people driving these cars. These are people who have kids. These are moms, dads. All that's lost when you're focused solely on throughput and numbers.
There's been no question since we first brought the car here. I feel like if Clint had done the work in the first place, he would have done it right.